Deep beneath the surface of the earth, in a realm hidden from the eyes of the living, there exists a place where death itself holds court. The air is cold, the ground unyielding, and at the heart of it all sits a figure with half a face of life, half a face of decay. This is Hel, the queen of Helheim. Welcome back to a special October edition of Pine Cones, where this month each episode has a little reminder of your mortality. This time, we hope to unravel Hel's story, a story both terrifying and misunderstood. Hel's birth was foretold to bring disaster. Daughter of the trickster god Loki and Angerbotha, a giantess who was known for bringing only sorrow, Hel was born not of light but of shadow and chaos. In the grand tapestry of existence, she emerged, a being crafted from the very fabric of life and death. But what convergence of events caused this iconic figure to rule over the realm of the dead? Well, from the moment of her birth, Hel was destined for darkness. Along with her monstrous siblings, the serpent Jormungandr and the wolf Fenrir, the gods, fearing the chaos that this family may unleash, scattered the siblings to different realms. Hel was cast down by Odin himself, thrown from the skies to the depths of the underworld. It was here, in this dark, misty realm, that she created her kingdom, Helheim. Unlike the fiery Christian hell you may be more familiar with, Helheim is cold and vast, reserved not for the wicked, but for those who died from sickness, old age, or dishonour. Here, the dead pass through the corpse gates and are greeted by Garnr, the howling hellhound, and the serpent Nidhogg, who feasts upon the blood of the damned. This kingdom lies far beneath the earth, where the river Ylvagar flows ominously. It is a grim place, ruled by a queen whose throne sits in the shadow of despair, whose halls are named for misery, and whose bed is called sickbed, shrouded by curtains of misfortune. The very fabric of Hel's existence is woven into the echoes of those who have passed, reminding us that death is not a punishment, but a part of the eternal cycle. Her appearance is a macabre reflection of her domain, a visage that haunts the dreams of mortals. She is half flesh and blood, pulsing with the vestiges of life, and half a decaying corpse. Her form embodies the delicate balance between existence and oblivion. The Old Norse word Hel, from which we derive the modern concept of hell, translates to hidden or cover, aptly encapsulating the secrets beneath the earth and the inevitable fate that awaits us all. Perhaps the most famous myth of Hel is her encounter with the gods after the tragic death of Baldur, the shining god of light. Baldur's death was Loki's doing, the result of a trick played on Baldur's blind brother Hother. After Baldur died, his soul was claimed by Hel. When the news of his demise reached the ears of the Aesir, a pall of grief enveloped Asgarth. In their desperation, they dispatched Hermodr, the brave emissary, to venture into the abyss and plead for Baldur's return. Riding the swift steed Sleipnir, he traversed the treacherous landscape of Helheim for 9 days and nights, crossing the Gjöll Bridge to meet Hel. When he finally arrived, he found Baldur seated at Hel's table, not tortured or suffering, but honoured as a guest. Hermodr pleaded with Hel to return Baldur to the living world, telling her how all of creation wept for him. With a voice like ice, she proclaimed that Baldur could return, but on one condition: only if every being in the universe wept for him. In their grief, the gods moved mountains and turned the skies to weep. Yet one solitary giantess, believed to be none other than Loki in disguise, withheld her tears. Because of this refusal, Baldur remained in Helheim, locked away until the end of days, when he will rise again for Ragnarok. Let's not get it twisted. Hel is not a goddess of death. In fact, she's not technically a goddess at all. Unlike the other deities, she holds no place among the gods and goddesses of Asgarth. She is Jotun, and her realm is one of necessity, not divinity. Her half-alive, half-dead appearance reflects her nature as a liminal figure, one who stands between life and death, embodying the inevitable fate we all face. She's harsh, indifferent, and yet just. In Old Norse culture, dying in battle meant an afterlife and Valhalla, a place of honour and glory. But for those who lived ordinary lives, farmers, mothers, children, there was no such fate. They would be sent to Hel's cold embrace. She doesn't punish them, rather she welcomes them into her realm, a sombre but fair ruler. Hel is a powerful figure who defies simplistic categorization. She is neither fully evil nor entirely benevolent. In a mythological tradition that often glorifies masculine ideals of strength, heroism, brutality, Hel's domain is where the majority of souls end up. Those who lived full yet unremarkable lives. She represents an often overlooked aspect of mortality, the quiet inevitability of death that affects everyone, especially those who do not conform to the ideal of warrior. This dual nature, she's both alive and dead, nurturing yet merciless, also highlights how female figures in mythology are often portrayed with a complex duality. She is feared, misunderstood, and at times reviled, much like many powerful women in folklore. But unlike many mythological women, she rules her own domain, answering to no man and to no god. Hel is a figure who embodies female autonomy, controlling the fate of all who enter her realm, including the gods themselves. And while Hel is not worshipped as a goddess, her existence challenges the patriarchal idea that only those who die in battle deserve an honourable afterlife. In a pantheon dominated by male gods and heroic warriors, Hel emerges as a powerful, autonomous figure who reigns over her realm without the need for validation from her counterparts, male or otherwise. Her story challenges our ideas of traditional gender roles, allowing her to occupy a space that transcends mere good and evil. She exists as a formidable force, embodying the acceptance of death and the inevitability of it, reminding us that we are all but shadows in the grand theatre of existence. In her realm, the ordinary, the old, and the sick find a place. Her realm is a place of equality in death, where she presides with unyielding authority. For those who fell outside the heroic ideals, Hel offered a kind of sanctuary, even if it was a cold and shadowy one. While the myths surrounding Hel weave a tapestry of despair, they also reveal her complexity. She's not a goddess of death in the way many perceive. Instead, she embodies the very existence of mortality itself. Scholars argue that her character is more a late literary personification of the grave than a deity who was worshipped in her own right. This misconception has led to the chilling association of Hel with fear, but let's not forget her role as a protector of the lost souls. Within her cold embrace, the dead find refuge from the chaos of the living world. And as we traverse the corridors of Helheim, we find ourselves confronted not just by the inevitability of death, but by the beauty and tragedy that accompany it. So, next time you feel a chill in the air, it is October after all, or see the leaves begin to wither and fall, remember that Hel, the half-living queen of the underworld, is always technically waiting in the shadows. She stands not as a goddess of death, but as a sovereign of the inevitable, reminding us that death is not always a punishment, it's simply the end of the journey. We hope you're subscribed so that you don't miss any of the spooky goodness we have in store for you this month. And don't worry, there'll be something for you on your timeline every single week.
Thanks for listening, and fuck yeah, Folklore.
Fuck yeah, Folklore.